welcome back to Roslyn Court. My name's Moor Butler, and tonight we have live Kevin Henty in the studio. Woo! Okay, now we have the usual raffle. The way you can win the raffle, the way you can be entered for the raffle is if you donate to Kevin Henty, because he needs some money to buy these shirts. And if you can't do that, because not everybody is in a position to do that at the moment, you can enter the raffle by joining in the live chat. And the first prize is a CD, which is, there you go, Atlantic Current. We'll move over more. Atlantic Currents, which is a band that Kevin used to be in. But, what can I say? But the exciting second prize is the gold emergency toilet roll from Who Gives a Crap, because we like them. Okay? Great. If you are donating after the event, please say who your donation is for, because you would like it to go to the right person, wouldn't you? That's good. There is a thing on PayPal to make a little comment, and make a comment as well. It's always nice to know what you think of what's going on. Okay. Now, I drove up to Glasgow a couple of times recently, and one of the songs that I was listening to on the way up there was Jez Lowe's CD, which is marvellous. And he has a great song, which you must listen to, which is Talk to Me Dirty and Georgie. I can't actually do that one. But going past the Northeast reminded me that I have a sort of a contractual obligation as a Geordie to sing the Lambton Warm at least once a year. So here we go. And please join in the chorus. In your best southern accents. Okay. One Sunday morn, young Lambton went a-fishing in the weir. He catched a fish upon his uke, he thought looked very queer. But what a kind of fish it was, young Lambton couldn't tell. And he couldn't be fecht to carry it yem, so he hoyed it do no well. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous all an awful story. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous bout the warm. That's the chorus, and what it means basically is, pray be quiet while I tell you a story. Okay, it's a story about a dragon. Now, Lambton felt inclined again and fight in foreign wars. He joined a troop of knights that cared for neither wounds nor scars. And off he went to Palestine, where queer things him befell, and very soon forgot about the queer warm doon the well. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous all an awful story. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous bout the warm. The warm grew fat and growed and growed and growed to an awful size, with great big teeth and great big gob and great big goggly eyes. And when at night he crawled about to pick up bits of news, if he felt dry upon the road, he milked a dozen coos, the bugger. Wish lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous all an awful story. Wish lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous bout the warm. Well done. The fearful warm would often feed on calves and lambs and sheep, and swallow little bairns alive when they lay down to sleep. And when he'd eaten all he could, and he had had his fill, he crawled away and lapped his tail 10 times round Penshaw Hill. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous all an awful story. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous bout the warm. Now news of this most awful warm, and his queer gunnings on, soon crossed the seas, got to the ears of brave and bold Sir John. Yeah. So home he came and catched the beast and cut him in 3 halves, and that soon stopped him eating bairns and sheeps and lambs and calves. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous all an awful story. Wisht lads had your gobs, I'll tell yous bout the warm. So now you know how all the folks on both sides of the weir lost lots of sheep and lots of sleep and lived in mortal fear. So let's have one for brave Sir John, who kept the bairns from harm, saved coos and calves by making halves of the famous Lambton warm. Now, lads, I'll had me gob, that's all I know about the story of Sir John's clever job with the awful Lambton warm. Aye, thank you. Apparently there's an apocryphal story, probably apocryphal story, about that this is all about tax that Lord Lambton introduced and then dramatically reduced because it was having such a terrible effect on everybody. So people started to build a monument to him, which was wonderful. And then he thought, oh, this is great because they're subscribing to this monument. So we put the tax up again. And so the memorial was never, ever completed. So there you go. Now, this evening we have Kevin Henty. Yeah? Hooray! Over there. Yeah. He since he came back to this country in 2005, he's thrown himself into the music scene in Kent. He's played in well over 100 different venues in Kent alone. I have a question. Won't anyone have you back?
Not if I can help it.
He founded the long-standing Zydeco band Jumbo Gumbo, and in 2006 he also played with Atlantic Currents, which the CD is for, a Triage, which he's still playing with, and Ron Truman Border. Okay, he runs 2 folk clubs. Ooh, that's a bit greedy. Yeah. And his repertoire is really wide and eclectic. It ranges from traditional to contemporary English folk and includes comedy and music hall. And even Ian Dury on occasions has been known.
He has.
Yeah. So he performs either a cappella or accompany himself on guitar or a very enthusiastic melodian. Okay? So, you're not wearing your shorts today. I'm very disappointed. I was promised legs.
Everyone's let down because I ain't wearing my shorts.
Yeah. Because everybody, what you can't see there is everybody here is wearing loud shirts to support Kevin this evening. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Kevin, please.
Right. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Hey. Right, here we are at Rosslyn Court in Cliftonville near Margate. Thank you very much, Morag, for inviting me to play this evening, and thanks also to a team of helpers who've been here a while setting everything up. I'm going to start with something traditional, and then we'll get a bit silly later on. This is a song I picked up from John Kirkpatrick. John Kirkpatrick will in fact be playing at Rosslyn Court later this year, so yes, keep an eye open for that. Excellent performer. I've met him and I've actually booked him and seen him play a number of times. Anyway, this is a song called Cottage on the Moor, which I picked up from, as I say, from John Kirkpatrick. There stands a cottage upon the moor, a cottage I never have seen before, and a pretty young maid is there, oh, a pretty young maid lives there. One night I went up to a date, although the hours ever so late, and I called to be let in, oh, I called to be let in. I boldly knocked upon the door, I heard her slip across the floor, and she loudly cried, who's there? Oh, she loudly cried, who's there? It rains, it snows, it hails, it blows, and I am wet through all my clothes, and I pray you let me in, oh, I pray you let me in. That's like her, it never can be, there's no one in the house but me, and I dare not let you in, oh, I dare not let you in. But she raised her eye to the wondrous sky. It rained, it snowed, and the wind blew high. And she called me back again. Oh, she called me back again. Take off your wet, put on your dry, and on the bed you quietly lie. Oh, and how her eyes did shine, oh, how her eyes did shine. Well, she come down and she come in, she kissed me cheek, she kissed me chin, and the game it did begin, oh, the game it did begin. We spent the night in jolly content, the next day to the church we went, and I made her my lawful bride, oh, I made her my lawful bride. Now whenever the weather it be so poor, we think of that night I stood at the door, and she called me back again, oh, she called me back again. Thank you. Weren't it good in the good old days, eh? You could meet a woman for the first time, end up spending the night with her, and you're married to her by the next day. Only things were that simple these days, eh? The next one I'm going to do is it's a song, or a version of a song I learnt from Martin Carthy. The song, you often see it played in folk clubs, and it's called Georgie. The version I do is actually called Georgie, but it's the same song. You know what it's like with these the folk process. You get different versions of the same song. The story's the same, but some of the words are different and the structure's different. But this is rather than Georgie, this is Georgie.
We've had him here as well, you know.
Carthy. Oh, you've had Carthy here as well. Oh yes, yes, we had him at the Good Intent in Rochester. Fantastic performer. Yeah, yeah. Once I had such a good little boy, a pretty boy quick as any. He could run 5 miles in less than half an hour. A letter to pardon me, Georgie. Oh, and what has Georgie done on Shooter's Hill? Was it stealing or murder of any? Oh, we stole 16 of the Lord Judge's deer, and we sold them down under the valley. Oh, saddle me up, cries my lily white breast. Oh, saddle me up, cries my pony. With bright guns in your hand and a sword by your side, will you pardon the life of me, Georgie? Oh, Georgie has 6 babes loved, and the 7th one lies in my belly. I'd freely part with all that I've got if you pardon the life of me, Georgie. Oh, Georgie shall be hanged in the frames of gold, and the frames of gold there ain't many. Oh, I'd freely part with all that I've got if you pardon the life of me, Georgie. Oh, how I wish that you were standing all in the grove, all in the grove standing ready. With bright guns in your hand and the sword by your side, I'd fight you for the life of me, Georgie. Oh, and what has Georgie done on Shooter's Hill? Was it stealing or murder of any? Oh, he stole 16 of the Lord Judge's deer, and we sold them down under the valley. Oh, once I had such a good little boy, a pretty boy quick as any. He could run 5 miles in less than half an hour. A letter to pardon me, Georgie. A letter to pardon me, Georgie. A letter to pardon me, Georgie. Thank you, thank you. Right. Right, I'm putting the box down for a moment. I'm going to stand up and do a couple of unaccompanied ones now. They're both going to be Copper family songs. Copper family, if you've never heard of the Copper family, they are a family from Sussex, Rottingdean in Sussex, who've had an unbroken singing tradition for ages and ages, at least from the 19th century. I'm not quite sure for how long, but it's getting on for 200 years, I would say. And the first one is about spring. All right, here we go. It's called The Birds in the Spring. I know the calendar tells you it's spring, although the weather outside don't tell you it's spring. Particularly pertinent, I was up at Great Compt Garden in Rootham Heath yesterday, listening to the bird song there. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, here we are, Copper family, Birds in the Spring. One May morning early I chanced for to roam, and I crossed through the field by the side of the grove. It was there I did hear the harmless bird sing, and you never heard so sweet, you never heard so sweet. You never heard so sweet as the birds in the spring. At the back of the grove I sat myself down, and the sound of the nightingales echoed all round. Their songs were so charming, their notes were so clear. No music, no songster, no music, no songster, no music, no songster could with them compare. All you that come here, the small birds to hear, I'll have you pay attention and please do draw near. And when you're growing old, you'll have this to say, that you never heard so sweet, you never heard so sweet, you never heard so sweet as the birds on the spray. Okay, that's one of the more obscure Copper family songs. Of course, if you go to a lot of folk clubs and sing around, you'll hear the more common Copper family songs, such as Spencer the Rover, Claudy Banks, Bold Fisherman and so on. And this next one I'm going to sing you is also another fairly obscure Copper family song. And like the last one, I've never heard anybody else sing this apart from the Copper family. I'm not saying I'm the first one to do it, but I've never heard anybody else sing it apart from the Copper family. I've seen the Copper family a number of times, and every time I've seen the Copper family, they sing this song. They seem to get a big kick out of it, because I think it's because it's quite a fast song, the timing's quite tricky, and I think because they're Copper family always having a laugh and a joke with each other, I think they're always hoping that one of them's going to cock it up. And so they're going to have a good laugh at them. I think that's why. They haven't cocked it up so far, but they seem to get a real kick out of doing this, and they've done it at every gig of theirs that I've seen. Having said it's easier to cock up, I might well cock it up myself, and then you'll get a laugh as well. Anyway, this is called Dame Durden. Dame Durden kept 5 serving maids to carry the milk in pail. She also kept 5 serving men to use the spade and flail. There was Moll and Bet and Doll and Kit and Dolly to drag her tail. There was Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack and Humphrey with his flail. Well, Tom kissed Molly and Dick kissed Betty and Joe kissed Dolly and Jack kissed Kitty and Humphrey with his flail. And Kitty, she was the charming girl to carry the milk in pail. Dame Durden in the morn so soon she did begin to call. To raise her servant maids and men she did begin to bawl. There was Moll and Bet and Doll and Kit and Dolly to drag her tail. There was Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack and Humphrey with his flail. Well, Tom kissed Molly and Dick kissed Betty and Joe kissed Dolly and Jack kissed Kitty and Humphrey with his flail. And Kitty, she was the charming girl to carry the milk in pail. Was on the morn of Valentine when birds began to tweet. Dame Durden and the maids and men did all together meet. There was Moll and Bet and Doll and Kit and Dolly to drag a tail. There was Tom and Dick and Joe and Jack and Humphrey with his flail. Oh, Tom kissed Molly and Dick kissed Betty and Joe kissed Molly and Jack kissed Kitty and Humphrey with his flail. And Kitty, she was the charming girl to carry the milking pail. Right. Okay.
Of course, we'll never know if you got it right, because there was nobody else singing it.
Well, that's probably true. Actually, as you don't actually know whether I got it right or not. I can tell you I got it right. But yes, it's always great fun watching the Copper family sing that one. And if you haven't seen the Copper family, do go and see them. They are absolutely uplifting. I think that's the word. Right, what am I going to do next? I've got a bit of a song list here, so I think it's time for a Sally Ironmonger song, actually. Hey, yes.
She's been here too.
She's been here too. Yeah, all the stars have been here. You see. I'm very, very grateful to Sally Ironmonger and Brian Carter because a huge part of my repertoire is their songs, and there's at least a couple of good reasons for that. The first one is I think their songs are so beautifully written and arranged, and the second thing is that the songs relate to my background quite a lot. They're from the Medway towns. There are a lot of songs about the Medway towns and also about Kent. I've never actually lived in Medway towns myself, but I spent a lot of time there over the years. So I can also relate to a lot of the songs. And as I'm such a poor songwriter, I like to think that were I a decent songwriter, they're the kinds of songs that I would write. All right, anyway, and this is a song about retribution and revenge. Now I know I should know the cause my memory's very long. Been writing down a list of all the people who've done me wrong. And top of the list is my first best friend, they called her Busy Liz. My boyfriend went off with her cause he thought she'd do the biz. And later on when I left home I had to make me way. Was working down the laundry for less than minimum pay. I needed the job but the dirty boss didn't half give me the creeps. He chased me round the laundry trying to get between the sheets. And he's going on my list, he's going on my list. There's going to be retribution, of this I do insist. Going on my list, for all his dirty tricks. He's going on my list, is there anyone that I've missed? Now the host and petty bureaucrats, they just make me see red. They chop down all the conker trees cause one fell on me head. And when I try to park my car in any open space, a man with a braided cap just wags his finger in my face. Yeah, and he's going on my list, he's going on my list. There's going to be retribution, of this I do insist. Going on my list, for all their dirty tricks. They're going on my list, is there anyone that I've missed? I swear by hook or crook that I won't overlook the crooks and clowns, they'll all go down into my special book. Now the pillars of society can't be trusted to behave. They've got the upper hand and they'll take it to their grave. The ministers, the judges, the lot, the old shebang. And I know merchant bankers, he's just cockney rhyming slang. And they're going on my list, they're going on my list. There's going to be retribution, of this I do insist. Going on my list, for all their dirty tricks. They're going on my list, is there anyone that I've missed? The karaoke slobs, the royal chinless snobs, the sycophantic get-me-rich-stick, gormless dipstick mob. Yeah, they're going on my list, they're going on my list. There's going to be retribution, of this I do insist. Going on my list, For all their dirty tricks that are going on my list, is there anyone that I've missed? Thank you. Right. Okay, I'm going to do another Sally Ironmonger song now. This one is a local song. It's written about Bluebell Hill. Bluebell Hill, in case you don't know, is the hill, and in fact now the main road between Maidstone and the Medway towns. And it's an area just below Bluebell Hill was the area where I used to go scrumping as a kid. I used to go along there with my mate. I used to go on their bikes, and they used to have big plum orchards there and apple orchards, pear orchards. So we used to go scrumping just below Bluebell Hill. Many years ago, and was from many years ago, and quite many times, there's been reports of ghosts on Bluebell Hill, and this is a song that Sally and Brian wrote about the ghosts. I never saw any ghosts myself, but all the time I've been on Bluebell Hill, but apparently they're there. Pity the man who sees a girl like you, caught in the headlights, caught in a dream. There's nothing he can do. He cannot escape, 'cause the spirit holds him against his will. He'll never forget the night he saw the ghost on Bluebell Hill. So sit with me by the standing stone, sit with me until the sun comes up over the downs as we watch ghosts on Bluebell Hill. The unlucky king who lost his land, who lost his ancient throne, is buried beneath the grassy banks, beneath the countless stones. From the fights in the sky when the Spitfires dive, to the abbey that's standing there still, I promise you this, there'll always be ghosts on Bluebell Hill. So sit with me by the standing stone, sit with me until the sun comes up over the downs as we watch ghosts on Bluebell Hill. Climbing the hill again today, so many years apart. Same old track, same old tree, same old broken heart. Finding the names carved in the tree, the wounds that will never quite heal. Coming up here to pay me respects to the ghosts on Bluebell Hill. So sit with me by the standing stone, sit with me until the sun comes up over the downs as we watch ghosts on Bluebell Hill. Sit with me by the standing stone, sit with me until the sun comes up over the downs as we watch ghosts on Bluebell Hill. I think Moor, what is it they say? We now have a few words from our sponsor.
I'm just interrupting the broadcast to remind you that Kevin is actually a professional performer, and he needs the spondoolies, really. So if you are in a position to donate, please could you send him a couple of quid. If everybody sent him a couple of quid, he'd have quite a lot of money, actually. So, and that would be lovely. All the money that you send, that we get from PayPal, goes to Kevin. we're not taking any of it at the moment. So, yeah, please do send some money to him. And we can go back to him now. Yeah. Okay. Is that okay? Yes, that's it. That's it. Yep.
Okay, just deciding what to do next. I think, yes, next I'm going to do a Richard Digance song. Ooh, yes, Richard Digance song. It's a song of heartbreak, but also it's a very educational song. The great Sir Isaac Newton, he once made a valid proclamation that force is equal to a nominated mass when multiplied by acceleration. That is the law of motion. His laws are a real brain teaser. I thought of one more and it's called Sods Law, which I discovered when you found another geezer. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sods Law. Now, Einstein was a very clever man. With us, his philosophies he shared. He gave us the theory of relativity, which is E equals mc squared, where E is energy and M is mass, and C is the speed of light. But it didn't help much when he kicked me in the touch while walking out the door last night. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I learnt one more. We were doing all right till he buggered off tonight, and apparently that's Sods Law. The hypotenuse has a square on, which is equal, Pythagoras instructed, to the sum of the squares on the other two sides if a triangle is properly constructed. That is the first geometric law. Quite frankly, I'm still at a loss, cause who gives a shit where the two squares sit since you buggered off I don't give a toss. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sods Law. Archimedes cried Eureka, cause things weren't well versed in when he discovered that the volume of a body in the bath is equal to the stuff it's immersed in. That is the law of displacement. That's why ships don't sink. It's a shame he weren't around in 1912. The Titanic would have made him think. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sods Law. Oh, I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I learnt one more. We were doing all right till you buggered off tonight. Oh, and apparently that's Sods Law. There we are. All right, it's back to Sally Ironmonger. As I said before, a huge part of my repertoire is Sally Ironmonger songs, and I make no bones about that. This one is it's a summer song, really, not a spring song. It's it's one of the two songs I'm singing tonight that actually mentions Thanet, or somewhere in Thanet. And this one actually mentions or implies Margate, even though it doesn't actually mention Margate. And we are in fact in, I'm not sure, are we allowed to say this is Margate, or do we have to say Cliftonville? Oh yeah, it is Margate. Okay, you have to be careful, you know, some people get sensitive about that sort of thing. Anyway, this is about days out when all the family would climb in the car and you'd head off to the seaside, and on a lovely sunny day, and it mentions in the song stopping and having a cup of tea by the side of the road with colour gas. Well, when I did it with my family, it was a Primus stove, so we were a little bit behind, but the principle's the same, and it shows the great excitement of getting an ice cream on your day out to the beach. Hey. Picnics in the boot, all packed in Tupperware. Swimsuit, sun's out, things to fight about, that are we nearly there? halfway down the road and Nan starts to complain. Grass verge, colour gas, cut the tea right as rain, we're off again. Singing songs with Uncle Jack to help the time go by. When he sings the naughty words, he gets a slap from Auntie Vi. Singing to-ry-ay, to-ry-ay, to-ry-you-ry-ay. This could be a raspberry ripple day. This could be a raspberry ripple day. We're in our wonder years with so much left to learn. Money from a Saturday job, enough for cigarettes and a cheap day return. We fly past Whitstable, we can hardly wait until Dreamland Ghost Train, feeling sick and kissing on the Ferris wheel. Singing songs of Uncle Jack, we laugh till we choke. If Auntie Vi could hear, she'd wash my mouth with soap. Singing to-ry-ay, to-ry-ay, to-ry-you-ry-ay. This could be a raspberry ripple day. This could be a raspberry ripple day. 50 summers have come and gone, and now we are grey. The end of the pier seems so near and yet so far away. Although the days are short, you won't hear me complain. Deck chair aches and pains, pint of beer right as rain, we're off again. Still singing the songs I learned to help the time go by. Go by it did, there's no more Jack or Auntie Vi to sing to-ry-ay, to-ry-ay, to-ry-you-ry-ay. This could be a raspberry ripple day. This could be a raspberry ripple day. Singing to-ry-you-ry-you-ry-you-ry-ay. Thank you. Let's see what else we got on this. Oh yes, let's do something. Let's do something extremely silly, shall we? Yeah, there we go. I think it's nearly there. All right, this is a song by a made-up band, I think, called the Shire Horses. Many years ago, when I lived in the Middle East, I was a radio presenter for the Qatar Broadcasting Service, and of course I had access to the huge library of CDs they had then. And I used to fish around in there and see what I could find. And I came across this CD by the Shire Horses, which have a lot of really funny songs on them. Anyway, I chose this one. This is a song for all cheese lovers. I won't sleep tonight. No, I won't sleep tonight if I play it too high. No, let's go down. I won't sleep tonight. Don't know what it is, but I feel like shite, and I can't close my eyes without seeing a sodden Kraft cheese slice, processed cheese. What have they done? That bloody Philadelphia tastes like come into the chorus with me now. Why is it always Dairy Lee when in the contract it's stipulated brie? Why is it always Dairy Lee? I got some nice red wine in, I was looking forward to dining. I want Emmental, Nice fresh Edam in a waxy red ball, cheddar, gruey air, Bedlester, Double Gloucester and Camembert, Wensleydale. We haven't got that Primula cheese spread, just tastes like snot's what you want, really, is it? Why is it always Dairy Lee when in the contract it's stipulated free? Why is it always Dairy Lee? I got some nice red wine in, I was looking forward to dining. Oh, where did the blue cheese go? They couldn't be asked to visit Tesco and shop for a fine range of cheeses from the delicatessen section at surprisingly reasonable prices. Why is it always Dairy Lee when in the contract it's stipulated free? Why is it always Dairy Lee? Oh, I'd got some nice red wine in, I was looking forward to dining. Why is it always Dairy Lee? Why is it always Dairy Lee? Whoa! Whoa! Yes, we're definitely in silly mode now. Right. Well, let's see what else I've got on my list for you, my rearranged list. Oh yes! It's time for another Sally Ironmonger song. Hooray! There you are. Now this is for, in fact I'll ask the audience here, how many people here are normal? No response. I don't think we've got many normal people in here at the moment, but this is a song for all you people who are normal. Da 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 da. You'll find me here in Normal Town, but perhaps you'd rather not. In amongst the hairdressers, the pubs and the charity shops, seems like nothing ever happens in this godforsaken town. The newspapers report today the traffic lights broke down. But look a little closer and you might have to think again. There's a club where you find the vicar wearing tights and the mayor smoking crack cocaine. Oh, you may think I'm normal, just like Jekyll and Hyde. You may think I'm mousy, but there's a savage beast inside. You may think I'm normal, I promise that I'm not. Don't think I'm vanilla, 'cause I'm really tutti frutti with a chocolate flake on top. Clocking on each morning just like clockwork, right on cue. All the grey suits in a monochrome room doing what we're told to do. Seems I live my life in a corporate way, doing all this boring stuff, waiting for the time when I'm well past my prime and my pension's not enough. But if you wait and see me at the end of a working day, I turn into Lola singing sexy bossa nova in a risque cabaret. Oh, you may think I'm normal, just like Jekyll and Hyde. You may think I'm mousy, but there's a savage beast inside. You may think I'm normal, I promise that I'm not. Don't think I'm vanilla, 'cause I'm really tutti frutti with a chocolate flake on top. So if you come to Normal Town, don't be too quick to judge. In amongst the grey facade you might find some freaky stuff. If you want to be spectacular, just listen to what I say and let your alter ego out at least once every day. Take a look around you, everyone looks quite grey. But take another glance and give them half a chance, they'll be rocking till the break of day. Oh, you may think I'm normal, just just like Jekyll and Hyde. You may think I'm mousy, but there's a savage beast inside. You may think I'm normal, I promise that I'm not. Don't think I'm vanilla, 'cause I'm really tutti frutti with a chocolate flake on top. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Right, I think we'll go back to the melodeon now. Now this is a song that certainly weren't written as a folk song and was never really been considered as a folk song, but it's got a lot of sort of folk elements in it, really. And this is another song that mentions Thanet. Hey, believe it or not, yes. And unlike a lot of my stuff, which is quite obscure, this one, I think most of you will have heard this one at some stage or another. I'd love to fair with Nina in the back of my Cortina. A seasoned up hyena could not have been more obscene. She took me to the cleaners and done the misdemeanors, but I got right up between her, rum and a ribena. So you ask Joyce and Dicky if candy floss is sticky. I ain't a blinking thickie, I'm Bill a Ricky Dicky, and I'm doing very well. I brought a lot of brandy when I was caught in Sandy. Took 8 to make a randy, and all I had was shandy. Another thing with Sandy that often come in handy was slipping her a mandy. She didn't half go bandy. Oh, you ask Joyce and Vicky if ever played up tricky. I ain't a blinking thickie, I'm Bill a Ricky Dicky, and I'm doing very well. I rendezvoused with Janet right near the Isle of Thanet. She looked more like a gannet, she wasn't half a planet. Her mother tried to ban it, her father helped me plan it, and when I captured Janet, I bruised her pomegranate. Oh, you ask Joyce and Vicky who's their favourite bricky. I ain't a blinking thickie, I'm Bill a Ricky Dicky, and I'm doing very well. You should never hold a candle if you don't know where it's been. The jackpot is in the handle of a normal fruit machine. So, you ask Joyce and Vicky, a pair of squeaky chickies. I ain't a blinking thickie, I'm Bill a Ricky Dicky, and I'm doing very well. I know a lovely old toe rag, obliging and noblesse, kindly charming shag from Shoeberry Ness. My given name is Dicky, I come from Bill a Ricky, I thought you'd never guess. So you ask Joyce and Vicky if candy floss is sticky. I ain't a blinking thickie, I'm Bill a Ricky Dicky, and I'm doing very well. Oh golly, oh gosh, let me lie on the couch with a nice bit of posh from Burnham on Crouch. My given name is Dicky, I come from Bill a Ricky, and I ain't a slouch. So you ask Joyce and Vicky about Bill a Ricky Dicky. I ain't a blinking thickie. You ask Joyce and Vicky, and I'm doing very well. Thank you. I think I've got time to squeeze one more in. I think I should do I think I should do an unaccompanied one. Is that all right, lads? Is that all right? Me to stand up and do another? Yeah. See that? The lads are on top of it here. Look at that. I didn't even need to ask, really, did I? Okay. Well, this is a song. It's I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I think it's an old music hall song. and it's a song one of my uncles used to sing quite a lot. Well, it's self-explanatory really. If you've heard the song before and you know the chorus, then please do join in. Tonight I feel so happy, tonight I feel so gay. My mother's got a roly-poly pudding on the way. I see her put the suet in, the currants in as well. Tonight I'm having Spotty Dick, the story I must tell. I'm having a bit tonight, I'm having a bit tonight. My mother said she must be quick to get a bit of Spotty Dick. She loves a roly-poly, it fills her with delight. I haven't had any since Easter, but I'm having a bit tonight. Rah, 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 rah. Then there is my girlfriend, she is a lovely girl. Her eyes are like the setting sun, her teeth as white as pearl. There's only one thing wrong with her, she isn't very fat. Tonight she's having Spotty Dick, so what'll she make of that? She's having a bit tonight, she's having a bit tonight. Her mother said she must be quick to get a bit of Spotty Dick. She loves a roly-poly, it fills her with delight. She hasn't had any since Easter, but she's having a bit tonight. Rah, 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 rah. The vicar of our local church, he has but one desire. He likes to warm his roly-poly pudding by the fire. He wraps it up in greaseproof, he jumps and shouts with glee, and then he makes a pig of himself and he sings Abide With Me. He's having a bit tonight, he's having a bit tonight. His mother said he must be quick to get his bit of Spotty Dick. He loves his roly-poly, it fills him with delight. He hasn't had any since Easter, but he's having a bit tonight. Rah, 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 rah. Then there is old Grandpa, he never gets enough. Though he's nearly 90, he's a bugger for his duff. He loves his roly-poly, it fills him with delight. He may be nearly 90, but he's having a bit tonight. He's having a bit tonight, he's having a bit tonight. His mother said he must be quick to get his bit of Spotty Dick. He loves his roly-poly, it fills him with delight. He hasn't had any since Easter, but he's having a bit tonight. Thank you.
Fabulous. Very good. Marvellous, marvellous stuff. I think we'll probably have another one after the raffle. But first, the important thing of the raffle, okay? Could you pull out two...
Oh, pull out 2 tickets. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Number 1.
This is...
For the CD.
Yes, Sandra and Roger. And number 2.
For the Luro. Who's won the
The
Luro?
Luro is Tad.
Tad! Oh, excellent. Tad! Tad, you've won the Luro, you lucky old thing. Yeah, I'll bring it round. That's great. I don't have to post anything this week. That's really, really fantastic. That's great.
Do you want to do a repull because we bought Atlantic Currents?
All right.
Oh,
Pull it again.
yeah. There you are. This is so popular.
Yeah, it's a wonderful CD.
Thank you. Susan Robson.
Oh, Sue Robson. You've won the CD, Sue. That's great. Because Sandra and Roger have it already. Okay. So, I think we can encourage Kevin to sing us another song. Do you not think? I think we can. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Now, this is actually a request. I do occasionally get requests that don't finish with the word off. And this is one, I think Sandra requested this, didn't you, Sandra?
If it's about white wine.
Yes, it is indeed, yes.
Yes.
Now, this is a song, I play, as some of you know, I play in a band called Triage with Dean Tainio and Malcolm Pete, and this is one of the songs that, I'm doing a bit of plugging now, you know. This is one of the songs off our latest CD, Two Fingered Archer. This is, of course, the stripped down version, just me and guitar. If you go out and buy the CD, you will get the full version with Dean Tainio on clever guitar and backing vocals and Malcolm Pete on dobro. This is a song Sandra requested, and it's especially for all you wine drinkers, especially if you're drinking white wine. Woke up Thursday morning, saw that you were gone. The window was wide open, the telly was still on. Ice road truckers echoed through my mind. The screw top friends have left me, 2 pints of blind, shitty white wine. Shitty white wine tastes like turpentine. Breakfast in a bottle, $3.99. Search through the pockets of my trousers and my coat. Down the crack at the back of the sofa I found a screwed up £5 note. Enough for a 2-course breakfast, if I was so inclined, of dry roasted peanuts and shitty white wine, shitty white wine, shitty white wine, tastes like turpentine. The kangaroo on the label is never a good sign. It's just another bottle of shitty white wine. Offie on the corner, I check my watch for opening time. The lights ain't even on yet, it's only 10 to 9. Some bottles in the window, they're looking back at me. They don't look like much at all, but they buy one, get one free. Shitty white wine, shitty white wine, tastes like turpentine. The kangaroo on the label is never a good sign. It's just another bottle of shitty white wine. Shitty white wine, shitty white wine, tastes like turpentine. Comes with a warning, an headache in the morning. It's just another bottle, just another bottle. It's just another bottle of shitty white wine. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Kevin. That was just brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. Just really cheered me up, that did. Great, great. Can I just say thank you to tonight's socially distanced team. We've got the live streaming director, Roger.
Hey.
Best boy and teleprompter, Phil. Sound engineer, John.
Hey.
It's not a clapometer. Lighting, camera, focus pull, Chris.
Hey.
Donations and chat, Sandra.
Hey.
Social media, Jack's at home.
Hey.
And hospitality, Una. Yeah.
Hey.
Now, next week, it's very exciting. Next week, we have an audience here. So it's going to be, in fact, we set it out for an audience this evening, so we're just sort of testing it out. It's going to be great. It's going to be really good fun next week. We have Chris Fox and John Parker coming. Chris Fox is amazing on guitar, and John Parker plays a fantastic double bass. So that's going to be really, really good. The following week, we have Polly Morris, who is very, also, like Kevin, is very, very funny. Said to be the love child of Bill Bailey and Victoria Wood. And on June the 10th, we got Bran Boots, which is Will Allen and Martin Clark, who are, the last time they played here, they were just so fantastic. They blew us away. They were just fantastic. June the 19th, we've got Graham Corbould, who's going to be singing Kinks songs. So it's sort of like a sing-along of Kinks on Ray Davies' birthday. And then following that, we've got AJ Shrivastava and Vinod Karal, who play Delta Blues with Indian folk. So that's a music fusion that I'm really looking forward to. Thank you, Kevin Henty, for performing for Roslyn Court tonight. And thank you all at home for supporting us by live chatting or donating. And let's keep music live, shall we? Please keep watching Facebook/Roslyn Court and donating at www.roslyncourt.com/donate. If you look at www.roslyncourt.com/concerts, you can see details of all the next live streams and also the ones that we've had in the past. If you want tickets to come and see people here, then we sell them on We Got Tickets, or you can ring us here. If you look up the website, there's a phone number. Okay, lots of past events there you can have a look at. My name's Moor Butler. We'll see you at 7:30 next Saturday with our very first audience. Back again. Yeah? See you soon. Bye. Thank you, Kevin.